Sleep. Sleep is a necessity. Humans need sleep. Failure to get enough sleep has serious side effects. Lack of sleep can cause negative hormonal changes, interfere with the metabolizing of glucose, increase blood pressure, and suppress the immune system. Less sleep also means less human growth hormone in your body, which means less muscle and weaker bones. Mentally, the brain is impacted as the ability to pay attention and concentrate begins to diminish, and problem solving and basic reasoning become less acute. Furthermore, over an extended period, there are psychological effects like paranoia and even hallucinations. But how much sleep is enough? Different people need different amounts of sleep. Newborns can sleep up to 17 hours a day. Toddlers sleep up to 12 hours a day. As people grow older, less sleep is required. Teens generally need 8 to 10 hours, and by the time people are full adults, 8 hours becomes the standard, though the actual number is between 7 and 9 hours depending on the individual. Some people genetically need even less sleep than that, but those people are rare. I am one of those people, but it isn't only genetics. You can also sleep less and fall asleep faster if you are in good physical condition, eating clean, and have a clear mind. For me, the better the condition I'm in and the cleaner I eat, the more quickly I will fall asleep and the less sleep I need. So while I do have short sleep genetics on my side, equally important is that I stay healthy and eat clean. And finally, I choose not to sleep in. I don't give in to the temptation of the warm blankets and soft pillow. I mobilize the will to get me out of bed and get into the game. Obviously, I'm an advocate of waking up early. But since sleep must be a priority to maintain health, how can we get enough sleep and still wake up early? The answer is simple. Go to bed earlier. Going to bed at 10 p.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. gets you a solid 7 hours. Go to bed at 9:55 p.m. and you can get up at 4:55 a.m., still get your 7 hours, and be up before the enemy. Try it. If you get up and get out of bed at 4:55, a vast majority of the world is still sleeping. You aren't. You are up getting after it. The world is yours when you are up before the enemy. There's no traffic. The gym is empty. There is no one to distract you or call you or send you some stupid text about something you don't care about. It's just you. So go to bed early and wake up early. People constantly ask me for the secret of getting up early. I tell them it is simple. Set your alarm clock and get out of bed when it goes off. That's it. Is it easy? No. Everyone likes that warm bed. Everyone needs just 5 more minutes of slumber in the morning. So they hit snooze. They roll over. They go back to sleep. No. Get up and get going. And one thing that will help you do that is going to bed earlier, which can be at least as hard, if not harder, than waking up. Falling asleep. Yes, it can be just as hard for some people to go to sleep early as it is to wake up, if not harder. So here are some steps to help that. Number 1, get tired. Yes, get tired. If you are not active throughout the day, you won't be tired. Getting a hard workout in the early morning will not only energize you during the day, but will also make you fall asleep faster at night. Getting a morning workout and another workout at lunch or after work will also get you tired. Unfortunately, you may find that working out just prior to going to bed will keep you awake. So try not to work out any closer than 2 hours before you want to sleep. Number 2, turn off the computer. Turn off the smartphone. Stop checking social media and stop watching one more YouTube video. Sure, there is some science that says that the light from the computer and phone screens tricks your mind into thinking it is daylight and time to get up. But on top of that, the internet is filled with professionals that create content with the sole purpose of getting you to click on it. Yes, clickbait is real. And just like a bait used in fishing, it is a trick to get you hooked. So don't click it. You will get nothing positive from it at all. Number 3, read. If your mind is still active when you reach your bedtime, that's okay. Get into bed and get a book and start reading. Reading is relaxing. It settles your mind and it also makes you smarter. So do it. And if the book you are reading is too good and makes you want to stay up and read more, simple, don't read that book. Read a boring one. An educational one, but a boring one. That will send you to sleep. Number 4, most important, the key to getting to sleep early is getting up early. No, it might not help you tonight, but tomorrow night it will. If you need 7 full hours of sleep and you want to get up at 4:30 a.m., that means you need to go to bed at 9:30 p.m. But it can be hard to force yourself to sleep at 9:30, so you stay up until 11:30. You should still get up at 4:30. Yes, that will only be 5 hours of sleep, and yes, you will likely feel tired throughout the day, which is actually good, because at the end of the day, you want to be tired. Now you can go to bed at 9:30. You are now on track. Number 5, do it every day. People ask me if I still get up early on the weekends. Yes. For a bunch of reasons. Obviously, the weekend is only 2 days, so I want to get up and take advantage of it. I get up early, get my workout done, and complete any must-do tasks as quickly as possible. That allows for time to relax and enjoy without things hanging over your head. The other reason I wake up early on weekends is to keep my sleep pattern consistent. If I sleep into 5:30 or 6 a.m. on a Saturday, I will likely stay awake a couple extra hours on Saturday night, which now has me sleeping in until 7 on Sunday, which now has me awake even later on Sunday night, which means when I go back to waking up at 4:30 on Monday, I haven't gotten the sleep that I need. So don't break the cycle. Get up early every day. If you need extra sleep, take a power nap. Power naps are real. If you are feeling tired, they can be a lifesaver. And if you are feeling tired due to lack of sleep, they can be very powerful. I have a technique for power naps that is a combination of 2 things I learned. The first was in high school. My anatomy and physiology teacher was a high-energy, passionate teacher. But if you went into his classroom during lunch, you would find him sitting in a chair with his feet elevated on the lab table, sleeping. He did it just about every day. One day I asked him about it. He said his goal was to elevate his feet above his heart and sleep for 10 to 15 minutes before he ate his lunch. He said the nap gave him energy. Elevating his feet above his heart took the strain off the circulatory system in his lower body and helped move some of the blood that might have pooled in his feet and legs. I began to try it occasionally, and it certainly felt good. But I really noticed it when I got to BUDS, the Basic SEAL Training course. Obviously, we were operating in a fairly sleep-deprived environment there on an almost daily basis, and the schedule was very tight, going from evolution to evolution throughout the day on a strict timeline. But there were some holes in the schedule, usually 10 to 15 minutes a couple of times a day for us to prepare for our next evolution and use the bathroom. During those breaks, if I got the chance, I would lie down on the floor, put my feet up on my bed, set my alarm clock for 6 to 8 minutes, and sleep. Of course, I was tired, so I would fall asleep very quickly, and when the alarm would go off, I would wake up and feel completely refreshed. It was awesome. When I got to the SEAL teams, I used the same technique and found it especially helpful during long patrols in the field. When we formed a perimeter for a break, and I wasn't on security, I would immediately elevate my feet and take a power nap. The effects were even more obvious since on a patrol, we were on our feet for many hours carrying a heavy load. I still use this effective technique when I am overly tired. Warning: be careful about letting your 6 to 8 minute nap turn into a 2-hour slumber. If you do this, you will have trouble falling asleep at night, which leads to trouble waking up in the morning. That means there's a higher chance you will fall off the early morning schedule.